Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Dipanshi and today I'm back again with a case of Phenyl Dental Edition, and in this we'll be knowing about cat's dentition and how we will progress while seeing a case with dental issues. So let's see this case study. So the case study is of 8-year neutered male, domestic short hair cat presented with anorexia is there, pain is there while opening the mouth, and severe foul smelling purulent discharge around the gingiva. And the cat was re-examined after giving 5 days of broad spectrum bactericidal antibiotics. Okay, so while looking at this picture, we can what we can assess is that if we don't know about the dentition, we can see that over the gums some redness is there, some erythema is there, and a lot of salivation is there, and slight yellowish plaques or tartar also we can see on the teeth. Now further we will be progressing and seeing how a normal dentition of cat is looks like. Okay, this is the cat dentition. Adult cat will be having 30 teeth and it will be having 6 incisors above, 6 incisors below, and very tiny incisors will be there, premolars will be there. On the upper jaw there will be 3 pairs, on the lower jaw there will be 2 pairs, and last is the molars which will develop almost by the age of 3 months, and 4 canines, upper 1 pair and below 1 pair we can see. Total we can see 30 adult cat will be having 30 teeth, which begins to erupt by 11 weeks of age, and most cats will have complete set of teeth by the time they have 6 or 7 months. And they also have a set of milk teeth or the deciduous teeth, which will start disintegrating by the age of 3 months. Now coming on to the questions we see after seeing that picture is what is demonstrated in that picture. Again, after seeing this picture, while we can see everything in this, these are the premolars which are located, and these are on the behind sets of teeth. And now again we will go back onto the picture. If we see that these are the canines, definitely these are the set of premolars, and these are upper premolars which are infected. Here these are the canine, here is the first one, second one and the third one. So according to me, first one, second one and third one. As I said, on the upper side there will be 3 pairs, below side there will be 2 pairs. Now see what we can see by this picture. Okay, so the cat demonstrated severe necrotizing, means tissue is dying, periodontal disease affecting the second. As I said, first was very small, second and third upper premolars are there, erythema is there, gingival and periodontal destruction is there. Gingival and periodontal, how it occurs, now I'll explain you, revealing the tooth root, and erosion and bleeding is there. There is also moderate amount of dental calculus, the yellow lining or the tartar is there, that is present. Saliva and saliva staining on the hair around the chin suggests that tylism is there due to oral pain, because more pain will be there, more salivation will be there. So first, when inflammation of the gums will be there, we will say as gingivitis. If we ignore that, if we don't do the proper cleaning of our cat's teeth, then it will go into periodontitis. Gingivitis is still preventable. Gum inflammation is there, we can do proper cleaning. But when it goes to periodontitis, then gum, roots, everything is affected, and enamel layer also somewhat deteriorates, and then formation of calcus occurs, which is the very tough layer which can be removed only through the dental cleaning. Okay, again we'll look back onto the picture. See, we can see again erythema is there. This is the first premolar, these 2 are the canines, second premolar, third premolar, and lot of salivation is there, erythema is there, you can see the root, and here calcus is also present. I hope you're understanding all these things. Now moving on to the second question. Yeah, first we will study how it occurs. As I explained, first plague will develop. Now tartar formation. Tartar formation slightly had started, and gum inflammation slightly is there. It can be monitored properly if we do the proper cleaning of our cat's teeth. Now, after, if we ignore that, severe gingival calculus formation is there, and severe gum inflammation is there, and bone that is supporting the tissue that is losing, then we said that as necrotizing gingivitis is starting. So what is the diagnosis? What is the diagnosis or differential diagnosis for this cat? So this is the acute necrotizing ulcerative redness is there, gingivitis, which is unusual disease in cats, and which is mostly unpleasant smell will be there due to production of volatile fatty acid by the anaerobic bacteria. Anaerobic bacteria is present. You remember this word, anaerobic bacteria, and then we can think about one medicine which treats the anaerobic bacteria, and it is typically, as I said, associated with poor oral hygiene, malnutrition and immunosuppression, and bacteria responsible for the disease in cat, and there is often existing periodontal disease as in this cat. Immunosuppression also can occur if the cat is infected with feline leukemia virus. Okay, feline leukemia virus infection also will be there. If it's there, then along with the other symptoms of feline leukemia virus, this symptom also can be seen. It can be a predisposing factor in this cat. Now, then how should we get it treated? Obviously, we start if we do the several tests, and if it is FELV is positive, then we will try to treat the root cause, that is FELV. We will try to treat it. Then disease can affect the gingiva, periodontal structures. Further it will go deterioration, necrotizing the tissues, tongue and pharynx, everything. So surgical intervention will be necessary. Surgical debridement of the affected tissue and dental extraction. We have to remove that teeth. But at early stage, if we catch it on, we can treat it with the broad spectrum antibiotics, as I said, which works on the anaerobic bacteria such as metronidazole, penicillin or clindamycin. Okay, these three are which work on anaerobic bacteria. If prognosis is good, and the prognosis is very good, and not severe underlying disease is not there, only this issue is there, then prognosis is good, can be treated very well with antibiotics. But if FIV positive is there, and we have to treat the root cause. In this case, it was FIV positive, and even after giving metronidazole and amoxicillin, it's not treated because already it's suffering with the viral diseases. So obviously antibiotic won't work, will just be a supportive therapy. So I hope you people are learning from these cases. These are just small cases which we can handle and make the pets better. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.